So hi everyone, my name is Yash and I'm from Shulini. So I'm going to talk about very small little things which gives us a bit of happiness, which is very important part of our life. Thinking about big things and searching the happiness in those things are important, but it's very important to keep it in mind that very small moments of our life are also important to give us happiness at a particular time. Happiness is definable in their own perspective according to the person individually. So I have four people with me in my podcast today. So I'm gonna let them tell about their happiness story and little micro moments of their joy, which makes them happy, and what are the personal experiences they have faced in their life. So I'm gonna start with the right side.
My name is Aman Singh. I'm coming from Bihar.
Hi, my name is Vikrant Veer Singh Badania and I come from Canada, Himachal Pradesh.
Hi everyone, my name is Samiksha Thakur and basically I am from Shimla district, Himachal.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayush Bajaj. I'm from Sirsa, Haryana, and thank you guys for inviting into your podcast.
You're welcome. So, I believe it's a very relevant topic to talk about my moments of joy, because it's not always about big achievements that gives us happiness. It is all about the small things and the habit and every single thing that we do in our daily life which gives us happiness. Because happiness is something which is very very important in our daily life, because from a biological perspective as well and from a daily life perspective as well. So persons are nowadays so much busy in their own life, they are not figuring out ways to be happy, they are just so tense and so stressed. So it becomes a little more important to find out micro moments of joy so that you can enjoy every bit of your life, because it's not about living the life, it's about just enjoying the life, right? So in my personal experience, since the time I came to Shulini, you guys have been the closest one to me, and this is also a micro moment of joy for me. So I would like to know your perspective about this thing, that what is really it does really mean to you, that what is a micro moment of joy for you guys?
Also, for me, my moment of joy is, people nowadays they seek happiness, but I think you should not be seeking happiness. You should be, happiness should find you, and I think it happens when you are not in. When you're not thinking too much, when you're not overthinking, when you're not in too much stress, and when you're just living your life and you don't care what other people think about you, and even a little thing, for example, the food that you ate today was good. That thing should also be a sign of happiness for you. So I think that is very important when you are not seeking happiness, when you don't need to go to a trip to Goa or a trip to, let's say, Bali for you to find happiness. Happiness should find you, and you should be the one who should attract happiness.
I agree with the point of Badania. I think micro moments, the term which we use in Hindi is that choti choti khushiyan. I think micro moments, these are the small and everyday experience which we bring brief joy and positivity, like sharing a cup of tea or a coffee with the friends, or giving the compliment to the friends about their achievements in their life. Or I think these are the micro moments.
Actually, the fact is that nowadays people are facing problems of overthinking. But what actually overthinking is? It's not overthinking. Basically, it's prediction. Nowadays, people want to predict their life. Ki tomorrow should be like this, the day after tomorrow should be like this. But it's not like that's not life. Life is all about unpredictability.
Yes, adding to this point, I think when people tend to make their or want to make their life perfect, I think that is where people go wrong. I think we should just go with the flow and we should enjoy life as it is.
Exactly, it's not about perfection, it's about the simplicity that we live in our daily life, right?
I read at one point because happiness, according to me, it's defined as feelings. Because what can I do? What am I doing? So basically, एक चीजें होती हैं जैसे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, अगर उसमें हम खुश हैं तो this is called good happiness.
So recently I organized a blood donation camp. So it doesn't mean that I am organizing something on a large scale. There was a boy, he was quite nervous at first because he was donating for the first time. So I motivated him and told him that you can save someone's life. So he agreed to it and then he donated his blood, and there was a smile on his face, and that was a micro moment of joy for me.
Exactly. See how this very small thing, this is just a very small thing, and it gives happiness to many people.
Exactly.
If I mention the one who's organizing it, the second who's getting the blood after donation, the third who is donating it, the family of the person who will get the blood, the person who is providing it. A lot of people are getting a lot of happiness with just a very small thing. I would like to know about some habit or anything that you do in a daily basis to have some joy on your daily life. Anything?
So I like create reel with my roommate. Like we do skincare and all stuff, and we do dancing and all that, and we make time lapse, and that is something that make my day.
For me, happiness moment is my friend Yash and Pathania. We are sitting at night and thinking about we should drink little much. And this is the most fun and enjoyable part. It's not the that we want to drink. This is the moment we can share about funs and all the moments we can.
Yeah, I agree with you. I use those nights are very enjoyable and memorable, and I think these are the micro moments we all seek in our daily life, and this is what we live for to laugh and cherish our life.
Exactly. So talking about some psychological things, since people are so much stressed in their daily life right now. The schedule is so hectic. As we if we compare it with 20 years ago, what was the scenario? These people are just into themselves. They don't want to be with someone. They don't want to share things. Because I think sharing is also a very small moment that we create, and that is a very joyful thing that I believe. So thinking about other aspect कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, it's not more over upon that, it's more over कि लोग क्या कर सकते हैं. Just not think about yourself, just think about others. If I do this thing, that'll be a great thing for the other person. That is also a possibility. The way she said, if she convinced someone to donate blood, he might have not had this thing in his mind, but she convinced him. That was a moment, and because of that, a lot of people got happiness, right? If we talk about joy and happiness, and if you don't talk about our childhood, that would be very unfair, right? So let me take you through the childhood memories that we shared, like not with us, with in our society and other places where it was a little irritating thing for the elder person, but it was very joyful thing for us. Any particular memory that you can memorize right now which gives you happiness still if you think about it? Anything from you guys?
When I was in my second class, it was my first day of the school. So I was actually kidnapped from my parents, but I was sitting in a shop and talking to an uncle, and everyone was literally finding me and searching for me, and they caught the cops, and they were still searching for me, and I was sitting in a shop with one uncle, and that was one of my grandpa's friend, and they literally found me after 12 hours.
I think this has happened to all of us. Ki somewhere in some place we are in other houses of our society and our parents are searching us like we have missed something or something like that. So this is a very common thing which has happened with all of us, I think. Anything else from you guys?
When I was 6-year-old, there is a piggy bank in which 25 paisa rupees kept by my dadi, and I take that 25 paisa, 4 coins, that makes 1 rupees. Then I go to near confectionery shop and take 1 mango masti, and then I enjoy that moment.
Perfect example of micro moments.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was about 10 years old, so I live at my village. So in my village, various brother playing all the game like cricket, football. So when I am studying about of my school, so many friends who came of my home and talked to my mothers to where is Aman, and I was playing every game. So वे लोग मुझे आते थे और मेरे को सर पूरे गेम में बाहर ही रखते थे. तो this is memories for me.
This is a story of each one of us. We just try things to hook things up to just go out and play the most that we can do, right? That was one of the major concern of our parents.
This moment is very funny for my life.
This reminds me how our life has changed. When we did not know how the world works when we were a child. So we were happy in every moment that we got. And now that we have started comparing ourselves with others, we always want a better phone, a bigger car. So that those things have ruined our mental think we should start seeking or start finding happiness in everything that we are doing. And yeah, so that is my point.
Yeah, exactly. I would definitely like to conclude this with that people should not keep happiness as a want. They should need it in a daily life. Every single moment should be full of joy for each one of us. It is very relevant that people are so much stressed with the work, with the job, and everything. But forgetting about the inner child that we have inside us is totally wrong according to me. So we should just find the ways out to just be with our friends, family, and other important persons of our life to enjoy the every bit of moment that we are sharing with them, and that will be the most beautiful part of our life and our day. That's what I guess. Thank you so much.
Genuine.